Parties to Tasmania's forest peace deal say they're confident it will go ahead despite the latest hitch. Peace broker Bill Kelty yesterday released what he said was the final agreement to end the long-running war over logging in public native forests. Today he's been forced to recall the statement, which was missing key signatures.
It was the greatly anticipated solution to Tasmania's long-running forest war, but today confusion reigned after an administrative error forced peace broker Bill Kelty to recall his agreement. The deal protects up to an extra 430,000 hectares of public native forest, while still guaranteeing existing timber contracts. But the agreement hasn't been signed by the industry and environment players. Those involved in the talks moved quickly to scuttle concerns, saying it's a done deal despite the glitch.
We shouldn't get too hung up about whether there are physically signatures on the document. What is important is that it is an in-principle agreement.
And now that we have this agreement, the ball is firmly in the court of the state government and the federal government to deliver on this agreement, to commit to implement this agreement in full and to commit to the funding that is needed.
The opposition's not convinced.
This process now puts in train further processes. It could be a long period of time before anybody sees any money, if at all, as a result of this deal.
The Premier and Forestry Minister have been briefed by Mr Kelty.
Now it's up to discussions between ourselves and the Commonwealth as to whether or not we can progress the agreement to the extent that all parties would want.
The timber company Gunns has welcomed the recommendations. It's now awaiting government responses before completing the sale of its Tribunna mill, which is conditional upon the agreement. And Gunns has told the stock exchange it's secured a buyer for its softwood plantations in Victoria and South Australia. A US-based timber investment management company has agreed to pay $107 million, subject to finance and conditions. The deal is expected to be completed by the end of October, which doesn't help Gunns meet debt repayments of $55 million by next Thursday. Tamara Glumac, ABC News.